The Spokane Interstate Fair 2015 photography exhibit. Whether you have entered this unique competition in the past or not, this year brings about some very positive changes in many aspects. The photography exhibit for the 2015 Spokane Interstate Fair is now run by the members of the F5.3 Judges Group. This tutorial is designed to show how photo submissions need to be matted and mounted for this year's competition. Any questions, comments, or concerns may be addressed through the phone number and email on the 8 Feet Across website page at the end of this tutorial. So you've got some photographs and you want to enter them in the Spokane Fair this year, and you ask yourself, what do I do? Keep in mind that this year there is no limit to the number of entries you can enter. So if you have just one, that's okay. And if you have 136, that's okay too. We have partnered with Spokane Art Supply, located right in the heart of Spokane at 1303 North Monroe Street. They have dedicated a wall in their business that is specifically for fair photography entries and has sections for good, better, and best. Now let's talk about the good level and what that means. This is a mat of any color and simply allows the photograph to be secured to the center of the mat by either adhesive spray or a commercial grade double-sided tape. Please do not use consumer grade tape or glue sticks, as this has a very high failure rate. Now the important part about this method is getting the photograph perfectly centered on the mat. We suggest using very light pencil marks, which can be erased after the photograph is secured and/or dry. And finally, since mat board is somewhat flimsy, we suggest to secure this final piece to an 1/8 inch mounting board. This can also be done with the same spray or tape as long as it is secure and will not come apart. Now let's talk about the better level. These are pre-cut mats that you can find in this level at Spokane Art Supply. The ones we're using an example on here have an opening for 11 by 14 photographs. But if you need any other opening, the staff at Spokane Art Supply would be glad to help you find those as well, or cut a custom cut for any size you need. Please bear in mind that the dimensions of the outside of the mat must be exactly 16 by 20, whether horizontal or vertical. Here's an example of how we hung a vertical. Notice that this image is upside down. The top of the image is simply taped with micropore to the underside of the mat. Secured straight. We did not tape it clear around because that will cause it to buckle under different humidity. So just simply hanging down, as you can see here. Then once the back is put on, it's nice and flat and looks beautiful. As you can see, if you pick this up, you can see it is only secured from the top. The end result is a beautiful photo. Here's a horizontal image with the same technique using the micropore. There's a close-up to show you exactly what it looks like and where it goes. On the top horizontal edge on the back of the image. And this was using a double mat, showing the edge so that you can see that with a 1/8 inch mounting board, even with the double mat, will still fit into the groove. This is why we suggest 3/16. Please keep in mind that the maximum dimension of submissions, whether vertical or horizontal, has to be 16 by 20 exactly. Now we get to the best level. This is where you have the staff at Spokane Art Supply do a custom matting job just for you. You tell them what you want it to look like and they do all the work for you. And yes, since they are our premium sponsors this year, all of these levels, including the best level, are at a special reduced rate just for fair photographers. Oh, and another thing, all matting work at the fair will have a 24-hour turnaround at no additional charge. Please go and see Craig and all the staff at Spokane Art Supply. They're easy to work with. We are proud to have them as our premium sponsor for this year's fair. 8 Feet Across, which is the parent company for the F5.3 Judges Group, is proud to bring you all of this. Please feel free to go to the website and see what we're all about. Interested in joining us? We'd love to hear from you. See you at the fair.